Okay, so let's start. So it starts with the sentence like thinking is difficult. Thinking is difficult. It is a bit pressurized, this word like thinking is difficult. You know, when we say the real thinking, the actual thinking, that thinking that matters, that have some value in our life, that thoughts that are executable in nature, that thinking is difficult. And it starts from here. I never knew how to stop. Thinking is difficult, but he is thinking. But he said, I never knew how to stop. So that usual thinking, unambiguous thoughts, thousands of thoughts are coming, say in a minute, in an hour. So then it starts like this, like thinking is difficult. I never knew how to stop. It is easy to stay inside your head, especially when you are in bed at night. It is easy to stay in your head, or you could say it is easy to stay inside your head for hours, especially when you are in bed at night. And then he said, but I can confidently say that 99% of all my thoughts uh, in the past have been useless. They those thoughts didn't have any contribution to my life most of the time. Okay, I didn't do anything with my thoughts most of the time. I didn't solve a problem, nor did I try to understand some difficult ideas or concepts from books. Most I spend a lot of time in my head doing this. What others think about me, what people think about me if I lose. Okay, what if I get cancer, and may Allah protect us from these things. People will think I am loser. I don't want to be alone. Okay, I called that thinking, but it was more like worrying, you know fear about unknown, stressing, the real stress basically some emotional, physical, some physical, emotional uh, attachments you may have some, and it happens some disruption in your life. It is natural, and it was freaking out, emotional burst you have, like much of anger, much of emotional background you may have some with somebody else, like that. You call it whatever you want. I call it a preoccupied mind. And with what? And the list goes on. I wonder what my boss thinks. Uh, what if I screw up and lose my job? Does she love me? I think he doesn't care about me. Why my life is awesome and other people's lives are not? I don't care about my job. Is there something wrong with me? I can't finish anything. What is wrong with me? I want to quit. I have one question for all of you. Okay, I'm repeating. I have one question for all of you. What is the practical use of above thoughts that I have repeated to you? What is the practical use of above thoughts? I am waiting. Yes, I am waiting. Still no answer. Exactly. Those thoughts are not helping us, but we all have them. We everybody have them. So how to get rid of them? Well, I have learned that you can't get rid of them. Remember, we can't control our consciousness. That means we can't control our thinking, can't control our thoughts. We can only control the thoughts we follow through on. We can only control what thoughts we follow them, that are executable, feasible, real in nature, reality based. That thoughts we can focus, and whatever the remaining comes, we have to let them go. They are just coming and going. Okay, what are executable in nature, what matters exactly, like you think about what my, I wonder what my boss thinks. If your boss say like, we have to fire some employees here, some cost cutting we need to do, or like that thing he may say, but then it is a part of worry. But without all time you are being this, kind of fantasy world, what my boss thinks or like that, then it is a problematic. It could be harm for you and for your health also. Okay, and not for your growth itself. You always be in a puppet mode, like, give food, give some gift, like that. I'm not, give your best, whatever role is, be there, be respectful, be respect for your boss, but don't stress too much about it. Okay, so the thing is, you only have to be aware of your thoughts, acknowledge them, but never blame yourself, or say, why do I have these thoughts. No one has the answer to that. It is better to be aware of thoughts, but you will ignore, and but you will give importance to. Then the author said that, he gave an example. For example, the thought of quitting whatever I'm doing in my life has been on my mind as long as I remember. Okay, when I was in high school, I wanted to quit and just find a job. When I played basketball, I wanted to quit and later did quit. So I can go on and on until I reach the present. No matter how much I love what I do, the thought of quitting and just walking away shows up in my mind at least 2 or 3 times in a month. 2 or 3 times in a month. In the past, those thoughts cost me many nights of sleep. But about 2 years ago, I fed up. I have done with this, and I had enough. So I wanted to quit thinking. So I started becoming aware of my thoughts instead of always acting on every single thought I had. You can't control me. You can't control me, I would say to myself like a widow. But it works. I'm much calmer and happier because of it. When I want to quit, I still listen to it. Because sometimes it is a sign. But most of the time, you could say more often, it is just fair. It is just fair then. And I refuse to surrender to it, and neither should you. Okay, I hope you like this message. So please, if you feel good with this message, feel free to share to others, your family, friends, and your cousin, brothers. Okay, see you. Bye bye.